Another lovely Tuesday evening, and it's time for the Never Dull Moment on radio. Yes, it's another lovely Tuesday evening, and it's time for the Never Dull Moment program on radio that's talking about Ground Zero. And Ground Zero today, we have a full house, and today's edition of the program promises to be very, very interesting. Ground Zero is a program where we pick up topical issues in the polity and with guests in house, and of course, you, the listener, and those also viewing and watching us from all parts of the world, we give you an opportunity to be part of the program. On the program today, we have two topics or snipers that we'll be looking at. I'm believing that it's going to surely make your day. We'll be looking at the off-cycle election and giving a scorecard, looking at how it went, and of course, rating the electoral umpires and other key players when it comes to election and electioneering in Nigeria. We'll also be looking at the labor strike and matters arising. And my guests on the program today are actually three of them. One is a publisher, and one is a good governance advocate, and the other one is a controversial one, but of course, is a journalist too. And you get to meet them. So, but meanwhile, you can watch us on YouTube and on Facebook at Procyon RTV. Just search for Procyon RTV on YouTube and Facebook, and you'll be able to watch us live. Of course, if you have the Procyon Radio and TV app, you can also listen to us and watch us on the Procyon Radio and TV app. Download it if you don't have it already. Download it from the Google Play Store and have it installed. That way you can go with us everywhere you go and be part of the Procyon experience. Of course, our website is www.procyonnews.com, and we are streaming live. You can also listen to us on Invicta 98.9 FM. Invicta 98.9 FM. All right. My guest in the studio this evening, I have Olu Folorunsho. He is a publisher, a professional politician, and a professional in politics. Olu, you are welcome to Ground Zero.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much. Good evening, listeners.
All right, and we also have with us in the studio this evening Mike Odi Akatu. He is a journalist and, of course, media analyst. Mike, you're welcome.
Big Bros, thanks for having me. Listeners and viewers, good evening.
You need to speak a little bit louder.
All right.
All right. And the third one is the fairest of them all in the house, and the slimmest, of course, Danjuma Abbas Dangwa. He is a good governance advocate, and he's with the Coalition of Association and Leadership, Peace, Empowerment, and Development campaign. Danjuma, you are welcome to Ground Zero.
Thank you for having me on the program today. It's a good evening.
I am sure our listeners could hardly hear what you just said. Okay. Like we all know, just on the 11th of November, that's this last Saturday, was the election, off-cycle election, gubernatorial election in three states of Nigeria. That's namely Imo State, Bayelsa State, and of course, Kogi State. And the election has come and gone. Apart from Kogi State that had a new person, the ruling party maintained its hold on the state. Imo State was same thing, and Bayelsa State was same thing. So many people had their flicks, and so many people had their prop-ups for the electoral umpires and the key players. But generally, Nigerians came out that day to vote, and Nigerians also had their scorecard. In the studio, we'll look at the scorecard. Then the labor union started their strike today, declared an indefinite strike after several warning strike and appeal to the government, holding several agreements and all of that. But this particular strike has an additional request on it. Do I call it a request now? A new bullet on it.
Yeah.
Before now, it was the fact that subsidy removal and the different palliatives that the labor union wanted the government to put in place. But the addition to it now was that the brutalization of the president of the Nigerian Labour Congress in Imo State last week that resulted in serious bodily harm and injury to him has been added to the tally. And the labor union is saying that part of the reason why they are going on strike is because of the brutalization of their president, Joe Ajaero, and all of that. We want to start first by coming back.